The protests were much, much smaller than what happened in 1991 in Wichita, and they barely got any media attention, even within the city. This is a really fringe group, even within the anti-abortion movement. But at the same time, there was a clear sense among the activists there that their message was really taking off and that they were the wave of the future of the anti-choice movement.
God does not want us to regulate baby murder. He wants us to end it! End it!
One thing that was unsettling about this event is that it really put front and center a few people who have been sympathetic to or even really involved in the violent fringes of the anti-abortion movement. One night, the featured speaker at a rally was an activist named Matt Truella, who in the 1990s signed a statement saying that the murder of abortion providers is justifiable homicide. And there were other people who have been active in the violent fringes as well. So every day during the Summer of Justice, groups of activists went to the 2 abortion providers in Wichita to protest. One day I drove through one of the protests for a meeting at one of the clinics, and activists waved graphic signs at me, and a woman with a microphone and a loudspeaker, directed her whole attention to me and started yelling at me not to go in and not to go back. Throughout the week, there was a big focus on the idea of men as the leaders of family and society, and nearly all of the speakers over the week were men. Maybe the most stunning part of the whole thing was when one speaker attacked Susan B. Anthony for causing women to enter the workforce.
But Susan B. Anthony and the Women's Live and Equal Opportunity has devalued our women and has put them into the workforce.
One thing I heard throughout the week was this idea that law enforcement and elected officials should defy laws or court decisions that they disagree with, especially those on abortion, which is an idea that has really started to catch on in larger parts of the conservative movement.
What if the Congress did pass a law allowing abortion? And then assume the president signed it and assume a court validated it? Would it be the law?
No.
No, of course not.
The Supreme Court of the United States of America has betrayed our God, our nation, our people, our children, and has invited the wrath of Almighty God to come upon us, all of us. We cancel these wicked decisions. Say it with me. We render them null and void. Say it with me. We prohibit their enforcement upon America and its citizens.
This is still a really fringe movement, but the disturbing thing is they have seen some success in getting these ideas to people in positions of some power.